working for you right now. This is Fox 2 News, news that works for you.
The Astros playing with heavy hearts. Tonight, the latest on the death of Ken Caminiti.
One Detroit mom says the basketball program at Cody High School is corrupt, and she says it all starts with the coach. We'll explain.
Using neglected kids to guilt deadbeats into paying child support. It's a new program in Michigan, but not everyone thinks it's a good idea.
Good evening, I'm Monica Gayle.
And I'm Huel Perkins. Tonight, a girls' high school basketball coach is off the job. He's accused of violently grabbing a player by the neck during practice.
Fox 2's Andrea Eisen with a story from Detroit. According to these newspaper clippings, Maya Sanders is one heck of a basketball player, but she says she's having a heck of a problem playing at this high school for one particular coach.
Junior guard Maya Sanders scored 17 points. That was Detroit Cody against Montford.
17-year-old Maya Sanders is a senior at Cody High School. And according to her, she was a starter on the girls' basketball team before she was bounced to the bench.
I'm very upset because I don't want my scholarship to be taken away. I've been starting for the last 2 years, 15, 20 points. I'm in the paper almost every game. I mean, I'm good.
But Maya's mom says things haven't been so great since late August after an altercation between her daughter and Coach Charles Knott just minutes before a game.
Knox told me if I wasn't going to do the play right, to get off his floor. So that's what I did. She said, I was talking to you on the cell phone. He asked me to get off the phone. He grabbed me, and when he grabbed me, my phone hit my face, and it broke. So he grabbed me again and told me this is effing team, and he do what he want to do. Some of the girls showed me that he had grabbed and collared her real tight and pushed her against the wall and pulled her across the desk.
Are you angry?
I'm very upset because I feel that the school board and the administration at Cody High School, they are protecting an abuser.
Coach Knott has been suspended from the team pending an investigation into the matter, but we wanted to be fair and balanced and get his side of the story, too.
I did not collar her. She was on the cell phone. I told her to get off the cell phone. I can't say the words that she said. I grabbed the cell phone broke.
Did it hit her?
It didn't hit anyone. It broke.
Well, how can this situation be rectified?
Just leave me alone.
Now, we did talk with a spokesperson from the district, and she tells Fox 2 News that Coach Knott is still employed with Detroit Public Schools, but the situation is under investigation. In Detroit, Andrea Eisen, Fox 2 News.
A 5-month-old baby boy in critical condition tonight. His 15-year-old mother is in protective custody, and his father is facing child abuse charges. Now, this is exclusive video of the mom leaving Children's Hospital this afternoon. She's the one in the middle here. Police had been looking for her since yesterday, when she brought the baby to the hospital with severe head injuries. The young mother told doctors that the boy fell out of a chair. Police say her story doesn't match the evidence.
We do believe that the child, didn't suffer these injuries just from the fall from the swing. We do believe that there's been an ongoing process here of child abuse. How far back, we don't know.
Now, police don't know if the mom will face charges, but the boy's 23-year-old father is now in custody. Fox 2 has also learned that the baby's grandmother could also face charges for allowing her underage daughter to knowingly have sexual contact with a 23-year-old man. It's the couple's second child.
He's accused of shooting 2 women and beating his own daughter to death at a local daycare. Now police want to know if Bernard Kelly went on that violent rampage to avoid paying child support. Kelly is charged in the death of his 3-year-old daughter, Stephanie Ballou. Stephanie's mother was trying to force Kelly to pay child support. Police say Kelly killed his own daughter to avoid paying. Investigators now point to a similar case from 2002. Kelly may also be to blame for shooting the mother of another one of his children. On that day, Kelly got into an argument with a woman over child support for their young daughter. The woman survived the shooting. The little girl was not hurt. Kelly was never charged in that case.
It was meant to be a contest for children, drawing a poster to encourage deadbeat parents to pay up. But tonight, that contest is turning into a hotly contested exchange between the state attorney general and Domino's Pizza. Fox 2's Lourdes Duarte explains.
Well, most people haven't had a problem with the deadbeat dads billboards around the state. However, a campaign by the Attorney General to involve children is being questioned as to whether or not it's a good idea.
This is really about children using their own imaginations.
And the idea is simple. A drawing contest for junior high and high school students. They would put into pictures why a dad needs to pay child support.
Much like children have done artwork on drunk driving. We have, you know, Students Against Drunk Driving. You know, we're talking about middle school and high schoolers, and they've all seen this.
It's been the Attorney General's biggest effort while in office to crack down on deadbeat dads. But his newest campaign wasn't well received, especially by Domino's Pizza, which had been a part of other programs. In this case, the company claims it knew nothing about the contest and issued this statement, quote, "We are angry about receiving the many complaints that associate our brand with a campaign that was so negative and ill-conceived."
We're paying them the $2,500 that we were going to get in free certificates so that they can say that they're out of the loop and that they had nothing to do with it.
The campaign has upset some parents who say it's tough to tell a child a parent is a deadbeat dad. For others, it's a good move.
It's kind of a touchy situation there. You know, how do you tactfully approach this?
I think that they know that he's a deadbeat dad, and they would feel good about expressing it.
And the Attorney General plans to continue the contest. The winning drawing will be put up on billboards across the state, and the winner will also receive a $1,000 scholarship. In Detroit, Lourdes Duarte, Fox 2 News.
Parents in Canton Township have a new tool in the fight against internet predators. During a meeting at the Recreation Center, authorities handed out special computer software that helps track what your kids are doing when they're online. Comes on the same day that Wayne County authorities showed the latest technique that sexual predators are using to seduce their young victims. Officers say they caught one man after he used a webcam to display his private parts to what he thought was a 14-year-old girl. It was actually a sheriff's deputy.
Fireworks during the deposition for Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. It's for a lawsuit filed by former Deputy Police Chief Gary Brown and Officer Harold Milthrop. They claim the mayor had them fired for investigating allegations of wild parties at the Manoogian Mansion. During today's questioning, the mayor was asked about a memo supposedly from Fifth Third Bank. That memo says that the bank could get special treatment concerning the city contract if the bank gave the mayor's chief of staff a loan. The mayor's attorney and also an official from Fifth Third Bank have questions about that memo.
Is addressed to underwriter, not to a specific person. The content of the memo is grammatically embarrassing. It is obvious that this memo cannot be a representation of Fifth Third Bank and of the work of Fifth Third Bank.
This document that everyone is talking about somehow came to Attorney Stefani, quite frankly, illegally. Do not know how he has that. He should not have that. I can't validate that it even exists.
And that's the question, whether the memo is real. Michael Stefani, the attorney for Brown and Milthrop, says the memo came from an anonymous source.
President Bush hit the campaign trail in New Mexico and Colorado today. During a series of rallies, he took on Senator John Kerry's position concerning taxes, Iraq, and terrorism. He called Kerry a diehard liberal who flip-flops on the issues and lacks credibility. The president says the U.S. needs a decisive leader who doesn't change opinions at the drop of a poll.
Senator Kerry also made an appearance in New Mexico where he unveiled his energy plan. He says the goal is to make the U.S. less dependent on foreign oil. Kerry says the president is to blame for the recent rise in gasoline prices. Both men are also gearing up for their third and final presidential debate Wednesday in Tempe, Arizona. And both candidates paid tribute to Christopher Reeve on the campaign trail today. Reeve died Sunday of complications from an infection. The actor first became famous for his role as Superman in 4 movies. But then in 1995, his life took a sudden turn when his spine was damaged in a horse riding accident. It left him paralyzed from the neck down. From that moment on, Reeve became a relentless activist for spinal cord research.
This field of research is at a point right now that we potentially could benefit from clinical therapies in the next 3 to 5 years. It saddens me that Chris won't be here to benefit from it.
His friends called him a real-life Superman. He also starred in the classic love story Somewhere in Time, shot on Mackinac Island. Christopher Reeve was 52 years old.
The Astros played with heavy hearts tonight, mourning the death of Ken Caminiti. Right now, there's no official word on why the 41-year-old former baseball player died yesterday. He left the sport in 2001 and admitted using steroids during his years as a third baseman for the San Diego Padres, Houston Astros, and others. Caminiti also admitted to having trouble with alcohol and drugs. An autopsy was performed, but a cause of death won't come out until toxicology tests return.
We turn to health news right now. We're working for you with the latest on the flu shots in the metro area. Tomorrow, Farmer Jack locations are offering the vaccine in Algonac, Dearborn, and Fenton. Now, each shot will cost about $70, but listen to this. Farmer Jack says the shots will be limited to people at high risk, the elderly, the very young, and pregnant women. For a list of all the vaccine locations, go online to farmerjack.com.
Could get a little cold waiting for that flu shot.
Fox News Weather Authority Chris Edwards here with a look at the forecast. Chris.
And it's already a little chilly out there, especially away from the heart of the city. Take a look at some numbers at this hour, and we still have a good number of hours ahead of us to cool down to 39 in Port Huron right now. It's 42 out in Jackson. Now, Metro Airport 51, right around 50 in the city, but it's going to cool off some more. I mentioned that we have hours to go before it starts to warm with clear skies, average low of 41. Yes, there will likely be some fog around toward the morning hours. I don't think it's going to be widespread. The sun will burn it off. It warms up a little tomorrow, and then some big changes. I'll detail those in just a few. Huel, Monica?
All right, Chris, thank you. You know, with another win on the road against the Falcons, things are looking up for the 3-1 Detroit Lions.
And although some fans are ready to restore the roar, as Fox 2's Jason Carr tells us, others think it's too early to celebrate.
If it's Monday in Metro Detroit and the Lions are 3-1, then there are guys that look just like me with the sleeves rolled up and the tie loosened after work, showing up at places like Mr. Joe's to talk about their beloved Lions.
Very excited. 3-1. Hey, can't complain.
So are the Lions for real? This guy says they're money.
It's a done deal. Check's in the mail. I'm writing it.
All of Detroit's going to see this. If the Lions actually win out the rest of their games, will you actually sport Lions underwear?
Yes, I'll do that. I'll go to Ford Field and buy some.
Merchandise sales are red hot at Fanatic U.
They're excited about the Lions. They were excited before they even started.
Columbus says the fans should be excited.
This team compared to the old ones, which I didn't know, I would still have to say that we're much, much better. We're better prepared, better coached.
Still not all fans are convinced.
Still early. They always beat Green Bay. It's the Lions.
And you got caught on camera wearing the wrong jersey. Come here.
Once they win it all, then I'll be there. 15-1. There we go. Okay, 15-1. There we go.
But wait, Columbus says it's all good.
And welcome to the D. Much love.
Most of the fans we talked to were cautiously optimistic. That would be the phrase to use, as this team looks to go to 4-1 against Green Bay this coming Sunday. In Southfield, Jason Carr, Fox 2 News.
A high wire act in Houston, but this is no joke. We'll show you why.
Thousands of minivans being taken off the road. Find out what's wrong with them.
Plus planes, trains, and now possibly ferries. We'll have more on the latest terrorist threat.
I'm Dan Miller. Coming up in sports, Roy Williams. What's the latest on that injured ankle? We'll get it for you coming up in just a bit. Plus, we'll go one-on-one with Steve Mariucci. Stay with us.
Got a problem? Call 248-395-FOX2 or go to fox2detroit.com and tell us the problem you want solved.
Fox 2 News Morning works for me.
Fox 2 News Morning.
I watch him every morning. Who's right in my neighborhood?
Well, I love the traffic and weather in the morning.
Definitely.
Oh, local all morning. Is your house high-tech? Well, see what's new to make life at home easier for you. Also, a dessert from one of the hottest new restaurants in Metro Detroit. Fox 2 News Morning, Tuesday.
Egotistical.
Why can't there be some things just for me? Is that so selfish?
Actually, that's the definition of selfish.
Next, Seinfeld.
Coming up next on Fox 2 Detroit.
WeatherGuard is #1 in every city, every day. More Michigan homeowners trust quality and savings during our fantastic fall fix-up sale. Save $100 on every window we make. Every window on sale, and WeatherGuard pays your sales tax. You can even get 10-day installation guaranteed. Everyone's calling WeatherGuard. Visit our factory showroom or call for a free in-home estimate. Get factory savings on roofing, siding, and gutters. WeatherGuard, 1-800-377-8886.
WeatherGuard Windows, we protect your home.
In the all-new Saab 92X, the road seems a whole lot stickier. Tenacious all-wheel drive handling, road blistering performance, and unlimited servings of G-force. The all-new, all-wheel drive Saab 92X, starting under $23,000 MSRP.
WOMC's Dick Purton.
More free birthday money. This Thursday morning you could win
$10,000 from me, the birthday fairy.
Hell.
Just put your radio on Oldies 104.3 and listen 720 Thursday morning.
We'll announce the birthday in this envelope. If it matches yours, you could win
10 grand.
Oldies 104.3, the greatest hits of the 60s and 70s. More fun and more free money.
You could win 10 grand Thursday morning at 720.
Some birthday fairy.
You want the dough?
Gotcha.
Tears and hugs early this morning as 60 Michigan Army National Guard members left for Wisconsin. They will train for at least 4 weeks before leaving for Iraq. The group will be gone for the next year. They will help with supplies and commodities management.